The General Elections Supervisory Agency on March 4, 2024, admitted that it was focusing on comparing vote acquisition data in the Recapitulation Information System, (SIRECAP), with manual recapitulation results. This matching was carried out to ascertain whether there were still differences between the published data and the results of the General Election Commission, KPU, manual recapitulation. Meanwhile, the General Election Commission denies that there was an attempt to inflate the votes for the Indonesian Solidarity Party, PSI, in the 2024 DPRI legislative election. This increase in PSI votes is said to be the result of an error in SIRECAP. Previously, the KPU decided to stop displaying graphs or diagrams of vote tally results at polling stations. This termination was caused by a SIRECAP error which caused the vote acquisition data to not match the results at the polling station and gave rise to public misunderstanding. The policy of stopping graphic displays on SIRECAP was implemented as a result of the PSI vote polemic which suddenly increased significantly. However, based on investigations by the KPU and the Election Supervisory Agency, this was because the Recapitulation Information System was not precise or did not accurately read the data.
The proposal for an inquiry right to investigate fraud in the 2024 elections became a debate process at the DPRI plenary meeting at the Jakarta DPR building, Tuesday 5 March 2024. In the first plenary meeting, a number of faction members stated that the DPR needed to establish an inquiry right to investigate allegations of election fraud. On the other hand, a number of faction members from the political party supporting Prabowo Subianto Gibran Rakabuming Raka stated that they rejected the right. The idea of rolling out the right of inquiry to investigate allegations of election fraud was first raised by the presidential and vice presidential candidate pair number 3, Ganjar Pranowo Mahfud MD. Ganjar encouraged his two political parties, PDI Perjuangan and the United Development Party, to use the right of inquiry. Meanwhile, presidential candidate number 1 Anies Baswedan stated that his political party was also ready to carry out the right of inquiry. The three political parties supporting Anies Mohaimin are the Nasdem Party, the National Awakening Party and the Prosperous Justice Party.
The Ministry of Transportation on Saturday 9 March, 2024 gave a strong warning to the Batik Air airline and will carry out a special investigation regarding the case of the Batik Air pilot and co-pilot falling asleep. The incident occurred when the Batik Air Airbus A320 aircraft with flight number BTK 6723 was carrying 153 passengers on the Kendari to Jakarta flight route on January 25, 2024. During the flight, the pilot asked the co-pilot for permission to take a nap. About 28 minutes after the last transmission was made, the pilot woke up and discovered that his plane was on the wrong flight path. The pilot saw the co-pilot sleeping and woke him up. The pilot initially notified the air traffic controller that the aircraft he was piloting was experiencing a radio communications problem, but it had been resolved. However, after an investigation, it was discovered that both of them had fallen asleep for 28 minutes in the middle of the 2-hour 35-minute flight. The co-pilot admitted that he didn't sleep well the night before, Wednesday 24 January, 2024. He was awake with his wife taking care of their 1-month-old twins. Not only that, he was also busy moving into a new house the day before the flight. This incident did not cause any casualties or material losses. However, the pilot and co-pilot who fell asleep received sanctions for their actions. Batik Air management confirmed that they had deactivated the permits of the two pilots.